Welcome back for the Mobile Gaming Fanatics. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I'm going to do a Bentley Hunaudieres finals video. Yes, I know there's just over a day to go, so it might be a little bit late coming out, but I wasn't really going to play this event too much, so I was going to have a weekend kind of off, but I decided I will bring you some content in case some of you are trying hard to do well in those finals, and then I'll round the video off probably with a 5x ceramic pack opening. But the first thing to do is to check out the finals themselves. I'm sure many of you have already entered. I did enter late, not too late, about a day ago I think, something like that. So 15 victories, 11 losses as it currently stands. I haven't really played that much. We will come to the prizes first of all. So we do have the Bentley Hunaudieres as tier 1 and tier 2 prizes. As I have mentioned in my previous video, this car, I mean, it's not awful, but it just doesn't do anything particularly well, if you know what I mean. It's not amazing in any kind of stat anywhere, but it's like an okay, decent-ish legendary. I have heard murmurs that its MRA is pretty weak for a legendary car. I would love to get it, but realistically, I thought I'm probably not going to. Then we come to tier 3, and we actually have the DS numero 9. I have one of these. I've never maxed it out. I should have maxed it out. Looking at the car more closely, medium ground clearance, traction control, ABS, 4-wheel drive, French. That's why I didn't do it, because I didn't really work on my French cars many months ago when I was playing this game, when I got this. But definitely a decent tier 3 prize. And tier 4, I also have a Cadillac maxed out the wrong way. I did 332 mine, but again, medium ground clearance, a pretty decent kind of solid car, so not too bad, I'd say. I'd even say tier 5, the Opel GTC concept, having that 4-wheel drive capability with it's got decent-ish handling, is a good car to keep in your garage, especially if you're building a great exhibition. Once we move down past that, the Mito you can get from the Yellowbird. When you complete the Yellowbird, you can farm and eventually get this car if you don't have it, so it's not such a big key. But certainly undercards here are not too bad, pretty decent. Now 2006 is the requirement, kind of already guessed that, but I'm going to show you here from our great friend Mousetrap again, the actual, where is it, I might be missing the actual your prelim rewards, no, the actual track conditions. Okay, so there will be here somewhere. Here we go. Now this is what's interesting. I did allude to this in my previous video, that it would be nice if they put some kind of mixed track set or something like that into the finals, and as we can see here, there is a dirt track set, so they are going to be utilizing some of those all surface tire cars, which is interesting. And on top of that, which I don't think too many people expected, they've thrown in rain as well as city streets, so there is a big mixture here. A lot of people complaining that they can't just pick kind of a hand to do all track sets. They have to give up somewhere, whether it's going to be speed, as you can see here, all these cars designed, the 911, the Roof, the Porsches, the Dodge, the Chevrolet, they're all looking to focus on speed and handling, but that's clearly not going to do the trick here with these medium street and city street small tracks. So that was one track set. Then the next track set shows you another kind of off-roady style with gravel here, only one city streets here and one rain. Then we go to another track set. We can see this one is a hairpin with mixed with the rain there. The rest of it is all dry, but there is one medium ground clearance track again, and finally 2 medium ground clearances, 1 rain, and a mixed surface with a little drag and indoor karting. So when it came to building a team for the finals, it is very interesting because people are going to have to make sacrifices. You don't know what track set you are going to get. Okay, that is the, I suppose, the pot luck element of it. If I was to bring in all of my epics and just say the BMW here, I would be at a massive disadvantage, even if they were all maxed out, because I'm going to be giving up some ground on the medium ground clearance tracks as well as the dirt tracks. So what I decided was, and I think you should do the same, it is imperative to have at least one car which is a dirt orientated car. Okay, dirt orientated car. Now the Murano is definitely one of the best cars for this track set. I can come and show you a few of the other cars which you would like to have, but definitely the Murano is a key car. and I will hopefully be able to show you why in a couple of the races. But if we were to go for, let me scroll down to decades and years and just put this down to 2006 and get rid of any of those prize cars that may pop up. If you take the legendaries out and we scroll through, suddenly epics such as the Audi RS for Avant, the 908 RC, and even the BMW M6, which is medium ground clearance, now all become big key players in this game for that city streets level. As we scroll down, you've got the Spider, which could be really good for the off-road element of it, and even something like the Volvo S80, which I'm pretty sure not many people expected to need in this event. Suddenly, for the rain and the medium, this car can kind of cover both bases. Same with the Infiniti M45, and again the Audi S3. Not so key, to be honest with you, but it does the medium ground clearance. Then as we drop down to ultra rares, the Pontiac GTO will do the medium ground clearance. The Cadillac is going to be good for the drags. It's a decent RQ saver car, again with the Dodge Charger. It's got medium ground clearance. And we see the Chevrolet Trailblazer, a Mercedes AMG, and the Nissan Pathfinder cars, which I expect to see in the majority of people's hands to cover that off-roady, dirty kind of track. So when you're building your hand, I would say it is imperative. It's imperative to have one car for that off-road kind of track or dirt track. The Murano is the best car. Okay, it's the best car here. Possibly the Peking could also do it, but assuming that you don't have that, the Murano is a car which everyone will have a good chance of having access to. Everyone get the Trailblazer from the campaign, and being an ultra rare, same with the AMG G55, kind of cars which you expect people to have possibly collected by now, and especially with the Murano being a fairly key car in many Japanese events, I'd expect a lot of people to potentially have, and if you do, I promise you, use it. Use this car. I also think it is imperative because there is at least one city street level. 2 of the tracks have 1, 2 of the tracks have 2, meaning that you need to have at least one medium ground clearance car. That is where the Pontiac GTO came in for me. Medium ground clearance, 4.0, 89 handling, that will do. I then also opted to go for the Dodge Charger SRT8, and I'm actually building a second one the correct way, because this one is done from a drag perspective. I'm going to use it a little bit, but I'm going to build one which would be used for track sets. I decided that the best way is to take out 2 medium cars so that I've got the base covered for the 2 medium track sets, and you know, having an 89 handling 4.00 to 60 isn't going to be disastrous on the tracks where there's only one medium ground clearance car. And I can also, because there's karting etc, I could also throw in the Charger if I really needed to there. The Charger can do the medium and the Pontiac GTO could do the karting. So that was my theory, and then that left me 2 slots open, which would be for my fast twisty kind of cars. Now if I did not have these cars, I would definitely throw in the Cadillac because I think that's pretty useful, and probably BMW Z4M as well. These would be the 2 cars that I would probably swap in if I didn't have these epics, and that I think will give you a solid chance for a top 80 and at least a carbon fiber. Now my question was, should I work on any of my epics, and I ultimately decided not to, because I couldn't decide which one I want to work on the most. I ruled out 911 GT3. I don't think I'm going to keep this car. I'm going to keep the compressor. This will probably eventually be fused. I couldn't decide which one of these 2 cars I would want to max out, and I knew unless I used gold to speed it up, they weren't going to get fully maxed out until towards the end of the event anyway. So I opted unless I maxed them both out and I could get a better medium ground clearance car in the range, say the Audi or something like that to help. I didn't think I was going to get top 10 anyway, so I've stuck with this. So we'll go into a race and I will try to show you some of the lineup. So here you go, medium ground clearance car. This is what I need my Charger to look like, 323. So we've got that there. They've gone for the Trailblazer. Now the Trailblazer loses to the Murano. Okay, I will show you that. The Murano definitely hit. Trailblazer here, use it on a drag. I would not do this personally. They've used the Trailblazer. It's going to be the double for the double city streets level. I do think you can probably get another car in which would help you more, because you could easily, for example, throw the roof up on the quarter mile and put something else in the indoor karting. Even another Z4M, for example, would be better, but maybe they don't have that kind of lineup. Here we go. We've got the Merc Trailblazer again. See more what we're seeing here, but I don't like this. I don't like this option of not having two medium ground clearance cars. I don't think you can afford to throw away the mixed surface track. And again, someone here using similar for the indoor karting is going to be a write-off, but the Chevrolet here is for the double one, so I can't. This isn't a. Yeah, this should be right. This is actually something quite. Let's go and play Marco. Let's just play Marco anyway. So someone who's a bit higher ranked up. So what I will be doing here is I'll be taking the victory on the city streets here. That would be my plan. Now, if I did have a maxed out Corvette, I could go and take the victory here. However, against the Spiker, I don't think I'm going to win. I will lose the indoor karting. Now, a maxed out Porsche 911 GT3 of 100 handling should take the indoor karting as well, but I'm actually going to lose it here. So I'll lose it closely. I'll win this indoor karting, and if I had had a maxed out Charger, then some of my races up until now would have been a little bit easier as well. But we'll skip to the end because I kind of know how that one is going to go. Anyway, that 50 loss we saw from the beginning, showing you that the Murano did beat the Trailblazer. So definitely a key car here, that Murano, really key car. Now let's go in again. Let's see if we can squeeze out the ranks and see what somebody else near the top has. This is again a track set which really benefits this kind of hand, Foggy Boy, but gonna suffer. You know, he's got in the Peugeot here, so if he does get the double city streets level, the Peugeot can pull that. So this, in my theory, is a strong hand. Obviously lacking by his epics not being maxed out, probably why he's not higher up. Similar to me, very similar circumstance, has a decent hand that could probably rival the top 10 if it was maxed out. Let's go up a bit. There's the Volvo. This is again somebody not being shy to bring in a medium ground clearance car with Honda. It can do alright in the city, in the indoor karting, etc., but it's there for the city streets. The gravel, this is the only track set where the Murano struggles a bit, should we say. What else we got? This is medium wet. Yep, here we go. M45 again, slightly more worked on epic wise, probably why slightly higher up. How high can I go? Let's just face this. Let's just face this hand and see what happens. Now, Cadillac in there. This guy unfortunately will not be at the top for too long. He's got the medium ground clearance here on the Magnum, which will do that for double medium. Doesn't have, to be fair, he does have the Porsche, which has the four-wheel drive, so that will help him a little bit. But this team just, I don't think, is going to be quite good enough. Needs to get that other. You need to get that other upgrade done, son. You're not quite good enough to what would I say? To challenge the top ranks. Now, I'm not really expecting anything. I'm expecting to stay in carbon fiber. It would be nice to remain in the top 40. I'm not gonna lie. I think without doing any upgrades, apart from bringing in my slightly different Dodge Charger, I think I could stay around the top 40. I think the top 20 is going to be too competitive without working on these epics. Again, we've got medium ground clearance here with the Charger, so although it is going to lose, it's not in there for that reason. We've got an almost maxed out. Oh, it is maxed out. He's done it a different way. Yeah, I expect to see it 233. Okay, yeah, the BMW is not maxed. That would help him massively, and again, not maxed on the legendary. We'll give this a go. We'll give this a go, just for the sake of it, because we know we've got a tie here. We know we have got a victory here. That's going to be close. We'll take the twisty road, and we'll lose this one. Skip this to the. Actually, no, let's not skip it. Let's just watch this one and see how close it actually is. Okay, tie here. This is a victory. It would have been an easier victory. I'll say slightly easier if I had had my Charger maxed out the right way. Definitely think that Charger has a place. This GTO as well has a great place. You see here, even if it loses 54 points, you can take that. It's there for the double city street track. When it doesn't play on that track, it can still hold its own, even against epics and legendaries. So pretty useful car. Yep, M6 gonna excel more on the city streets, and so up to the drag, we're gonna just about do that. So yeah, pretty nice, and then we will finally go up as high as we can, just for the last race, and see. Oh, we've got two. Now we'll do one. We'll just do one more. We'll go up as high as we can, so somebody around the top 20s is going to be. And let's see again. These hands don't look OP. I mean, maxing these two out, would I get top 10? Possibly. We know we've got a victory here. We know we've got a tie here. We know we're going to win, and lose. That is fine. It's a victory overall. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I would be happy. I would be happy with top 40, because I don't think I'm going to build a second Cadillac Enrage, even if I get it, and I don't think I'm going to build a second Numero 9. I haven't even finished building the first one, so both cars are more than likely to be fused, so they get the same gold and we get the same everything else, the same number of packs. So it's just literally the car, so it doesn't make too much difference to me. I know I can't break into the top 10 without even seeing what the top 10 looks like. I just know that I can't get in there without working on my epics, which I am not going to do. So that is where I'm going to be finishing. Good luck for all you guys who are going to be trying to break into those carbon fiber places, or even better, if you manage to get the top 10, good luck to you. There will be some people who will open 2006 carbon fiber packs. There may be some people who open the muscle car ones. That event is quite interesting, twisty muscle cars, and a Jaguar. I'll give that a miss, but I will come just to finish it off and open 5 ceramics. So let's see, can we get anything decent here? Now I'm at that kind of stage now where again, mentioned before, I've got so many cars I need to work on. I just need to get them done. I mean, I've nearly finished my Superlight now. Definitely that's what I've got to be doing. I've got to be focusing on some of these key cars that I've just never built up, so I've never used them, so they're there in my garage ready for events when they are key cars. Problem with me, constantly coming to events with cars I haven't leveled up, so I don't use them. And that 911 GT3 Porsche, for example, in this one is a good example. I could have that car maxed out. I've had it for long enough, but no, I just leave it. So need to get to work. Alpha mode, no, we don't need a second one of view. Subaru Legacy, we don't need one of view. For Galaxies, they're going to be anything a bit better. We got a bonus car here. Can we get something? Can we get ultra rare? Ultra rare, yes. Okay, Lancia Delta Integrale. Definitely worth having one of these cars in your garage. Goes to 4.792 if you 323 it. Really useful for Italian events with that medium ground clearance as well. So I'll take that. I will take that. So it looks like this weekend it's going to be playing Hunaudieres a bit, probably hanging around that kind of 30th, I guess, rank, 20th, 30th. I will be playing the USA Tour. 5 muscle cars. I won't do it now because it's going to make the video go longer. I am going to say thank you very much, people, for watching it. I wish you the best of luck in the finals. I will try and bring you my final results, which will hopefully be something decent from a carbon fiber pack. Please let me know if there's anything you think I can change in my team to improve my chances of maybe breaking into that top 10, but I honestly don't think it's going to happen without spending resources on those epics. Thank you. I've been MyTyme as ever. Pleasure doing a video for you all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all soon.